The British 10-pence coin of 1977 stands as part of an important chapter in the story of the United Kingdom's decimal coinage, a system that was still relatively new and evolving through the 1970s. The year 1977 itself is remembered in British history for the Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, marking 25 years of her reign, and during this period coins of the realm carried special cultural significance as symbols of national identity, continuity, and tradition. The 10-pence coin, first introduced in 1968 ahead of full decimalisation in 1971, was originally intended to replace the old 2-shilling coin, and for several years both coins circulated together with the same value. The 1977 issue continued the original large-sized version of the 10 pence, which measured 28.5 millimeters in diameter and was struck in cupro nickel. The obverse of the coin featured the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, a portrait used from 1968 through 1984. Recognizable by the youthful depiction of the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, this portrait became iconic on British decimal coinage, and the 1977 10 pence stands firmly within this period of British numismatic art. The reverse of the 10-pence coin carried the design created by Christopher Ironside, a crowned lion representing the strength and authority of the monarchy and the nation. The crowned lion design was one of the core images chosen for the new decimal coins, as the government and royal mint sought symbols that reflected heritage without being tied to any specific region or political message. The crowned lion has deep roots in British heraldry, appearing in royal crests, coats of arms, and other insignia across centuries of history. In 1977, the Royal Mint produced large numbers of 10-pence coins for normal circulation. The coin did not have any special commemorative reverse marking the Silver Jubilee, as only the crown piece and certain medallic issues were given. Special Jubilee designs. That means the 1977 10-pence is a regular issue coin, but it still fits into the broader cultural atmosphere of celebration and national pride during the Jubilee year. Understanding the place of the 1977 10-pence requires looking at the development of British coinage after decimalisation. The early 1970s saw the public adjust to the new system, while coins like the 10-pence carried forward the familiarity of the pre-decimal denominations. The fact that the 10-pence matched the size and color of the old 2-shilling piece helped ease the transition for millions who used the coins daily. In the mid to late 1970s, inflation was rising and economic challenges shaped the nation, but the coinage remained stable, with the large-sized 10-pence continuing in heavy circulation. The coin was built to be durable, the cupro nickel alloy resisting wear and corrosion, and many 1977 issues remained in everyday use well into the 1990s. By the early 1990s, however, the large-sized 10-pence coin was becoming inconvenient, especially as pockets purses and machines were being redesigned for smaller and lighter coinage. In 1992, the Royal Mint announced a major change, shrinking the 10-pence coin to a much smaller diameter. This meant the original large coins, including the 1977 issue, were gradually withdrawn from circulation and demonetized in 1993, ending their official role in the monetary system. Today, collectors view the 1977 10-pence coin as part of a historical series that reflects early decimal Britain. Although not rare in most grades, its historical context, portrait style, and connection to the Silver Jubilee year give it added interest for numismatists and enthusiasts. The coins provide a tangible link to the era when the United Kingdom was reshaping its currency system, embracing modernity while maintaining continuity with royal symbolism. Through the 1970s, these coins were handled by millions of people, from shops to schools to markets, and they formed a familiar part of daily British life. The craftsmanship behind the coin shows the Royal Mint's emphasis on clarity, durability, and aesthetic appeal, The machine portrait, chosen for its elegance and recognizability, ensured that the monarch's image appeared crisp and dignified on every coin. The Ironside reverse offered a powerful, symbolic anchor that was both simple and deeply connected to British heraldry. The 1977 issue represents 1 year in this long-running series, but it stands out because of its connection to a national celebration that strengthened public pride and brought attention to symbols of British identity. The British 10-pence coin of 1977 therefore carries both economic and cultural significance, from the practical role of facilitating everyday transactions to the symbolic role of reflecting national heritage. It serves as an object of study for those interested in monetary history, design, evolution, and the social atmosphere of 1970s Britain. The coin represents stability during a time of change, as the nation continued adjusting to decimal currency, while commemorating a major milestone in the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. It remains a piece that collectors cherish for its historical place within the broader narrative of UK coinage and the evolution of the decimal system. There is a sense of continuity and memory embodied in these coins, each carrying traces of the hands that used them and the era they passed through. When looking at the 1977 10-pence coin today, one can trace the journey of British money from the large, bold coins of the early decimal era to the smaller modern versions struck in later decades. The 1977 coin stands as a reminder of the craftsmanship tradition and national symbolism that define British numismatic history, and it offers a rich story suitable for long-form documentary or educational content, where viewers can immerse themselves in understanding how a simple everyday object becomes a meaningful historical artifact. As we look deeper into the history surrounding the British 10-pence coin of 1977, we find that its significance extends beyond the simple year stamp and into a broader evolution of British monetary policy, national identity, and the daily experience of the British public during the decade. The year was marked by the Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, a celebration that brought renewed attention to the monarchy's national pride and heritage, which naturally influenced how people viewed objects like currency that carried the Queen's portrait. The 1977 10-pence coin, being part of the everyday financial system, became more than a tool of commerce. It became a symbol of continuity in a rapidly changing United Kingdom. The 1970s had been a period of economic and political challenge, including rising inflation, industrial action, and shifts in international economic structures, but the nation found unity in cultural symbols and traditions, among which currency played a quiet, yet significant role. The 10-pence coin itself represented a milestone in the ongoing transition from the centuries-old pre-decimal system to the modern decimal system introduced in 1971. The decade following decimalisation was crucial for adjusting public perception and ensuring that the new coins felt familiar, durable, and trustworthy. The 10-pence coin achieved this by maintaining the size-value equivalence and general feel of the older 2-shilling piece, which had been one of the most widely recognized coins before decimalisation.